very good evening to all of you. I'm Ritika Jindal, IAS officer of 2019 batch. We'll be just joining in few minutes. I'll just request all the participants to kindly mute yourselves because there's a lot of disturbance. So kindly just switch off the video cameras as well as the mic button, right? We'll just join with Mr. Rupesh, IAS officer, right? In just a few minutes. Our guest speaker of the day, Mr. Rupesh Agrawal, IAS officer of my batch, a dear friend. He has joined. Now I'll request sir to kindly unmute him and kindly just switch on the video testing. Rupesh, are you able to hear me? Yes, Rupesh. Now we are able to see you. Can you please speak so just I can have the mic testing?
Hello.
Yes, Rupesh, we are able to hear your voice. You're good to go.
Okay. Right. My video is okay?
Yes. Your video is all right. We are able to see you now.
Right.
Very warm welcome to the IAS Hub webinar.
Thank you so much.
Are you able to hear our voice?
Yes, Ritika,
Clearly?
you are audible to me. Yeah, clearly.
All right. Thank you so much. So now a very formal and warm welcome to my dear friend and batchmate, Mr. Rupesh Agrawal. Sir is from Amritsar, Punjab, and just few little tidbits about sir, because इनकी जितनी तारीफ की जाए उतनी कम है. एंड सर की बहुत लंबी जर्नी रही फ्रॉम एंटरप्रेन्योर टू क्लर्क एंड देन टू आईएएस. सो आपको बहुत चीजें सीखने को मिलेंगी सर के एक्सपीरियंस से कि हाउ फ्रॉम एन एंटरप्रेन्योर, then a journey to clerk in Punjab administration, and then to an IAS officer. Sir is IAS officer of Agmut cadre, right? जो यूनियन टेरिटरीज का cadre होता है. So sir is IAS officer there, 2019 batch, and sir cleared IAS at the age of 35 years. जब तक लोग बोल देते हैं कि उनका पूरा मनोबल टूट जाता है या they think they don't have that zeal and enthusiasm to continue with civil services, at that time 35 years की एज में सर ने जस्ट सिंगल अटेम्प्ट में ही क्लियर्ड आईएएस एग्जाम. एंड जब हम बोल देते हैं कि जॉब के साथ इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर यूपीएससी प्रिपरेशन, सो एट दैट टाइम सर मैनेज्ड बोथ यूपीएससी प्रिपरेशन. एंड आल्सो आई वुड लाइक टू शेयर दैट जैसे इतना लंबा गैप था, अराउंड 14 इयर्स का सर का स्टडीज को एक तरह से छोड़े हुए, इफ आई वुड से वेरी लॉन्ग गैप, बट देन वापस से जस्ट गो बैक टू बुक्स and get into that reading habit after a long business life and let's say service life, it's quite difficult. तो आपको ये सब चीजें सीखने को मिलेंगी सर से. and another thing, सर के बारे में मैं आपको बताऊंगी कि दिव्यांगजन जैसे हम बोलते हैं, है ना, सर की आईसाइट थोड़ी सी वीक है, तो सर जनरली हम लोग इसमें हताशा पाते हैं कि यार मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है, यार मेरे घर पे ऐसा है, यार मेरे कॉलेज का शेड्यूल ऐसा है, या आई हैव अ जॉब, आई हैव सम फाइनेंशियल कंस्ट्रेंट, राइट? एंड बट सर ने अपने किसी भी जो बैरियर है, हम जनरली बोलते हैं इट्स ऑल इन माइंड, दे आर नॉट इन रियलिटी, और सर ने उस चीज को कर दिखाया है, राइट? और फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में सारी उन्होंने बुक्स कैसे मेमोराइज की, जस्ट लर्न दैट ट्रिक. And I would say that sir was one of the most positive people I've met in the academy. He's always been so happy, so positive. He used to spread positive vibes, So ऐसे इतना उन्होंने इतने, I would say कि trekking भी की, हर चीज, he took all the adventure spots. And at least at times I used to be, कि सर आप कैसे कर लेते हैं? But then it's all willpower, जो हमारी दृष्टि है वो हमारे अंदरूनी मेंटल दृष्टि है, राइट? कि हम अपनी लाइफ को कैसे जीना चाहते हैं. So external things are what is given, but then what we make out of our life is our choice, and sir is living example of that. So sir, the floor is open, and I hope कि मैंने आपकी अच्छे से introduction करी being your junior. So the floor is completely open to you, sir. Everybody, all of the students are willing to listen to your golden words, so please go ahead. And we'll take all the questions in the chat box exactly after your session. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Ritika, so much for these kind words. That is up to you, your greatness, that you have appreciated me so much. let me start the session from where you have left your last words, that everything in the mind. I will first of all like to share my life journey with all the aspirants who are here today and attending this session, and I welcome all of you. And first of all, I wish best of luck to you for your future endeavors. And I am 2003 graduate. I did my studies from Amritsar only, Guru Nanak Dev University, in the field of information technology. And I lost my father at the age of 17 when I was in the first year of my graduation. At that point, on the first day of my final exam, I lost my father. At that point, everyone said, now you have to be the bread earner for the family and leave the studies. At that point, my mother stood for me and my sister that it is a dream of my husband that my kids should study. And during those rituals, me and my sister went and we appeared in our exam. And after that, 2 years of graduation, for second year, third year, I completed and completed my graduation. And during that time, because my family was under financial stress, I started my business because that is a compulsion. I have nothing other option left with, because immediate need of the family is there. After attaining the financial stability, I, in 2016, opted for a job in the government of Punjab at the level of clerk. And during that job only, I got inspiration from my colleagues to join IAS and to prepare for the civil services. In June 2017, I started preparing for the UPSC. And regarding the motivation and what is that behind, because as per my view, whenever you have to do something for the society, that is one of the toughest jobs. You can do well-being of yourself, which I was doing at that point for last 14 years. And there is nothing like that which stops me on my business going good. But the thing is that the internal satisfaction, that's why I am here. I took birth on this earth and I will leave the earth without leaving my footprints. That is the first thing. And regarding that, going back to the books which Ritika has just told, if you thought and you have that determination that I have to do, it means nothing can stop you. For the UPSC preparation, I must say that you can have the formula of CCC, that is consistency, commitment, and confidence. If you will continue with these things, I assure you, yet nothing can stop you in life. Not that UPSC is one thing, or any field, whatever you touch, that is there for you. You can touch the sky, whatever. There is no limit for you. And during that preparation and during that phase of my ongoing examination, because every one of you know that this is a 1 year long process. At every stage, I was confident enough that I am clearing the level, or otherwise I am not going to clear totally. After the interview, I was that much sure that I am going to score more than 160, 170 or less than 90. Because if you have, I have driven my interview according to me. That whatever I want, I was making the panel to ask me only those questions. That confidence, that thing is one which helps you to gain and live up to the extent you want to live. And on the other front, if I want to say regarding the barriers, everyone says that being a visually impaired, you're not able to see, you do not want, you are not supposed to do this thing. But when you start doing these things, it means you are building the confidence of not yourself, but the others in you. And for another thing, I want to say that clearing UPSC, it might sound a little bit harsh or little bit on the other side. That I say that clearing UPSC is one of the easiest things. But after clearing the UPSC, why we are here, why we join the IES, that is the most important thing. That if you are going to be pass or fail in the this exam, you are responsible for yourself or the few people who care for you, your parents, your siblings, or your near and dear friends. But if you fail in your duty as an IAS officer, as a civil servant, it means you are going to make a society suffer for your failure. Then, if you think that you have that zeal, that motivation inside you, that in that manner, no one is there on this earth which can stop you for clearing this thing. Now I will request you to ask the questions. Ritika, any questions?
Hi, Rupesh. Abhi tak, there's no question as such. I'll just ask the students to ask questions one by one.
Yeah.
But Rupesh, I have certain questions.
Yeah, sure.
जैसा कि generally students ये पूछ रहे थे on YouTube also that exactly what motivated you, because आपके पास बहुत vast experience है from entrepreneur to clerk, है ना? And then exactly what motivated you for civil services?
Ritika, as I told earlier also, I will reinstate the same thing, that I became entrepreneur because I was supposed to be entrepreneur, because I have to support my family. There's no option. But nevertheless, my motive was never in life to earn money. I want to do something for the society and no doubt to earn a name also. If IAS, the civil service, will give you that platform where you can do something. Otherwise, in a life, if you meet someone, you help someone, often happens in life that you meet a person, you help him with filling a form in the bank, or you give some money, you will feel so happy. But in this service, every day, you are helping people in such a manner that it changes their life. That is the biggest motivation. And another thing regarding the motivation, like I told earlier, that my mother, who inspired me to complete the graduation, which was seems literally impossible at that point of time. So that, why not? If she can, in such a hard circumstances, can fight against the relatives, friends, that no, this is the time I want my kids to study. So why can't I take that motivation from her and fill in that zeal in the other people of the society?
Thank you, Rupesh sir. Another question which students have is कि आपने 14 years के बाद जो पढ़ाई start की, so how much was it difficult and how did you start your reading habits, get hold of the books back? So कितना difficult था और आपने वो कैसे किया इतने long gap के बाद?
रितिका, अगर उस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में बोलूं ना, तो initially 1 or 2 months was difficult, but after that I think that is a blessing for me, because I have to start each and everything from scratch, and I built such an interest that everything I was reading, I was literally enjoying that thing. I didn't study for the sake of study, but I enjoyed each and every moment of that phase when I was reading. The day I was reading about the wind and going out and feeling the wind, I was thinking, yeah, now the wind is blowing in this direction, I know. And I am reading about economy, and the newspaper article is coming about GST. No, I know about GST. What is GST? I can interpret. Listening to the news articles, editorials, I was enjoying. Literally, I enjoyed that phase. I want to say to the aspirants also, when you want to study in such a manner, you should enjoy it. Don't study for the sake of study. Just study that it will be able to, whenever in a day or 2 days I'm not feeling well, and I'm not able to grasp the thing. Don't study for those 2 days, 3 days.
Thank you, sir. So another question that students have is कि जैसा कि time management आपने कैसे किया, you know, with your job you were preparing for UPSC because everybody says कि 12-13-14 घंटे पढ़ना चाहिए or something like that. So what was your strategy exactly for time management?
Right. As everyone of know, Ritika, day has 24 hours. I assure you, if every one of us start calculating how many hours we wasted in a day, so time management will never be an issue. Like in my case, I was doing a job that is 8-hour job from 9 to 5, and you can say 1 hour going and coming back, 9 hours, 8 hours of sleep or 7 hours of sleep, 9 plus 7, 16 hours. I was managing if I have to spend 1 or 2 hours for daily needs, it means I have remaining with 6 hours. Why can't I study for 6 hours a day? And my job was having Saturday and Sunday weekends were off. And if I have left over with some topic, so I was managing on those Saturday and Sunday because that 8 hours when I was not going to office, that can be managed.
थैंक यू सर. एंड सर जैसे आपने नेगेटिव थॉट्स जैसे आते हैं कई बार या फिर जनरली पीपल से नेसेयर्स आर ऑलवेज अराउंड दिस, दे आर लाइक आप इतने 35 इयर्स हो गए हैं या फिर टेकन सच अ लॉन्ग गैप. तो सर उस चीज को कैसे डील किया जाए, लेट्स से फ्रस्ट्रेशन और नेगेटिव थॉट्स, या फिर ऐसा आता है कि वी शुड गिव अप बिकॉज यूपीएससी प्रिपरेशन इज सो अनसर्टन, and तो उस चीज को सर कैसे have a good mental health, how to have it, sir, stress management in UPSC, let's say.
Right. Ritika, first of all, stress management के लिए the most and foremost thing is that कि आपको अपने physical जो है health उसको maintain करना पड़ेगा. There is no second opinion towards that. And as you know also in our academy, they impart the same thing in us. And when you do some physical activity, it will also help you in mental health also. And जो वो demotivation की बात है, वो demotivation तो internal है. And if you feel on any given day demotivated, you have that your parents are there, your friends are there. You have to choose between the person whom you can talk, who will not judge you. In my case, I was talking with my mother. And whenever I'm feeling on any given day, I'm feeling low, I was talking with my uncle. I have chosen 4 or 5 people that I know that whatever I want to say, I can say to them and they will never judge me. And they always motivate you. Our parents, our siblings, they are always helpful to us. And we have few friends in life, they always stand by you and you have to choose between those.
Thank you so much, sir. So another question which students have is कि sir prelims के लिए कुछ tips अगर आप देना चाहें, because prelims is around the corner, let's say in another 2 months. So what would be your advice, tips related to prelims?
Ritika, right now as prelim is on the corner, so first of all, what I followed without even a single day interval is that newspaper. Current affairs, I had not missed even for a single day. When our result was out on 5th April, on that day also, I was studying and preparing for my pre. And this at this point of time, a student that many academies, many these things are when they are giving a compilation of the current affairs. And right now you should practice MCQs, give up, right now don't prepare for the mains. And you have all the material available, just build up your confidence, and whatever you have studied till date, just try to revise that thing. I followed one strategy, one source multiple times rather than multiple sources one time.
That's like a guru mantra, right? Just one source multiple
Right.
times rather than multiple sources one time. Thank you so much, sir. So nice of you. If you could just please, enlighten the students about mains. कि mains की answer writing करनी चाहिए कैसे, या how to go forth with the mains answer writing, sir, essay and main.
Right. Ritika, fortunately, before mains, I was going to the online sources. I did most of my things from the online. I saw one video. I don't remember from which source it was, But the gist of that video I am going to share with you, and it will help all the aspirants, I am quite sure, in writing their mains. The thing is that they were discussing, can you write an essay on flour? And in that, they reminded us of our that thing, main syllabus, starting from GS1 to GS4. And in GS1, as we know, we have subjects like history, geography, society, and GS2, polity, and international relations, GS3, economy, disaster management, and GS4, ethics. In that context, I will, in order to write the mains answer, just remember these all the subjects in our GS. Like if I have to say write an essay on flour in different connotations, if I have to correlate with society, in the society where we don't promote that corruption, or like a society with don't value to give valuable gift, they generally gift flour as a honor of respect. In geography, if you go to some altitude, higher altitude, seeing the vegetation flowers over there, you can identify at which height, which altitude you are. Coming to polity, many political parties have this thing, flower as a symbol. And coming to culture, you can find in art and culture that are being engraved on the walls of temples and other monuments. Coming to international relations, that internationally we are selling in the economy flowers, the fragrance made of the flowers. And disaster, like we know the Nilgiri Sahar flower, it is being destroyed due to this climate change. Ethically, if you are meeting some dignitary, you are just handing over the flower. In that case, if you think of anything, even a pen, whatever, you can just give a good dimensions to your answer. You are not able and you are not supposed to write in each and every subject which is mentioned in our syllabus, but you will get the good points from where to write.
Thank you so much, sir, once again. Sir, if you could please shed some light on your optional. कि आपका optional क्या था और उसकी basically तैयारी आपने कैसे किया? How to choose an optional, sir?
Ritika, coming again to that thing only which I stated earlier, that if you want to, because मेरा तो जो मैंने optional choose करा था, I did my graduation in IT that 14 years back, so I have to start from scratch only. So when I started reading for the GS, at that point I found that I have a good interest in polity. I was enjoying the readings of international relations and history, geography in some context. And from that, I have chosen political science and international relations, because I found that international relation is not a static subject. And listening to news articles, I found it interesting, and I thought that I can write in my own words, and I need not to grasp the books, or in political science that is correlated with many of the subjects. And regarding the second question, what you asked, that how to choose, this is if someone is having that optional which is there in their graduation or post graduation, and they think they have read it totally in that manner. UPSC, as you know also, that UPSC don't go in so detail. They want just a general answer, and they want some variety. I remember in one of my answers that our mains optional was on 6th of October. I write that on 28th September, this thing has been stated by the Supreme Court regarding some case or whatever. So that way, if you have an interest in that subject, and because UPSC preparation is unpredictable, if you can live up with that subject for 2 or 3 years, I wish everyone should clear in the very first and second term, but it is not the case. We have to be practical. If it is going to happen, you can continue with that subject. You will not get bored with that subject, and you every day you will enjoy. If you read that subject, you will find something interesting that yes, I am enjoying and I am loving this subject. I want to read.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, another thing which students have question is interview में sir जैसे पूछते हैं कि so much of gap year या इतनी age में कैसे देना, so ऐसे questions को sir interview में कैसे tackle किया जाए?
इंटरव्यू में ऋतिका चलिए आपसे शेयर करता हूँ what happened because interview में they have not asked me because there was no gap for me in such because at the age of only 20 I started my business and continued it for 13 years. Then I was joined as a clerk in, then I appeared in here. But the barrier is in your mind. If you did something, so why should be shame of that thing? If you are studying for 4 years, then it is you. That I think you should present it positively. That sir, I have that much of confidence and I have that much of determination that I studied it. In the future also, if I have been given some project, it doesn't mean that I am failing and I am giving it up, because civil service is also joining the service. It doesn't mean that every day you are being given a project and assignment and you will be able to come up with flying gloves. Some barriers might be there. You will not be given that much of funds and you might not be supported by the seniors or somewhere, but you should not give it up. It means that quality is already there in you. If you are dedicating yourself, you have some target to achieve, means you are achieving that target. And no one is going to stop you. If you can see yourself in a manner, so that is not an issue. I will tell you one more thing. What happened in my interview, that small incident. When I entered the room, someone helped me and spotted me and made me to sit on the chair. The chairman of the board asked me, okay, Rupesh, are you comfortable? Okay, Rakesh, are you comfortable? I said, yes, sir, I'm comfortable. Then he said, okay, Rakesh, had you opted interview in Hindi or English? I said, I sir, opted in English and my name is Rupesh, not Rakesh. Then he replied, oh, आज मैं चश्मा नहीं लगा के इसलिए कम दिखाई दे रहा है. After that, he read each and every word of my desk clearly. It means they check your confidence at that point. They do not want that you should be perfect and you should know each and everything under the sun. They want a person who is not going to let the guard down in difficult situations. Another incident happened. Sir has told me, okay, gentlemen, your interview is over. You can leave now. Then he rang the bell, asking someone to help me, and no one came. Then he rang the bell again, aloud. No one came. Then he asked me, okay, tell me something about Allahabad, gentlemen. And I finished that answer within a minute. Then someone came. I went out. If I have said and I let my guard down at that point, they might not have given me good marks.
Thank you so much, sir. That was really inspiring and interesting for me also to know कि ऐसा भी हुआ था interview में. Yes, sir. So another question which students are asking is कि prelims के sir कितने test देने चाहिए test series में? कितने number of tests would be fine अभी prelims है तो?
Ritika, I must say this is totally person specific. Sometimes what I have observed that you are giving the test again because sometimes UPSC pattern and this test series pattern is totally different. And most of the academies are beyond the reality. And if you are scoring less, your confidence might go low. But the most important thing is if you are giving the test and you are scoring roughly 80, 90 on those tests, and you are able to grasp the content, and the explanation of those contents is much, much important. Like I have seen few test series of Yadav sir also. His content is quite good. You will not feel bad. The explanation part you should read first. Don't go beyond on the score. If you are scoring low also, read the explanation that you are able to know the content over there or not. I think at this point of time, if you will give 10 to 15 test series, that is more than enough. Rather than wasting the time only on giving the test and trying to improve the score in these test series, that is not so much relevant. Rather than the most important thing is to read the explanation of those test series and to build the confidence. If you are giving too much of test and not able to score, it might reflect in the exam hall where you are going to sit.
Thank you so much, sir. Another question which students have is, I think that's the last question, कि notes कैसे बनाने चाहिए sir? कि notes के कितना importance होता है note making का, वो कैसे बनाने चाहिए?
Ritika, again coming to the same reply that it is person specific. तो मैंने तो बहुत कम, hardly I make any notes. My strategy was always कि I am reading the content that कि मेरे को आज अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली है, कल शायद दोबारा ये कंटेंट स्टडी करने की अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं मिलेगी. If I have to read that content, read it 3 times, 4 times, or even 10 times, you have to grasp it by heart, because within a year you have to appear, and why to read the content again and again. And if someone wants that the short notes which I had prepared, the small thing which I did, that rather than writing again and again, if you are using the digital platform, there are bookmarks you can do, or highlighter you can use in the digital format, and in the that offline mode, in the hard copy, you can underline, use the different color marking pens, that this is red, green. तो आप हाईलाइट कर लीजिए, दैट इज नॉट अ इशू, दैट इज अप टू यू दैट उसको आप कहाँ पे रखना चाह रहे हैं. और जो करंट अफेयर्स के कंपाइलेशन तो आजकल इतनी अच्छी है, किसी की मिल ही जाती है. एंड व्हाट आई हैड ऑब्जर्व ड्यूरिंग माय प्रिपरेशन टाइम्स एंड इवन नाउ, दैट इफ सम करंट अफेयर इज ऑफ सो मच ऑफ वैल्यू, तो उसके ऊपर एडिटोरियल तो आता ही आता है. So in 1 year, 1.5 years, you will not find too many of editorials which you need to grasp, which is going to help you in the main.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Now we'd like to have closing remarks from your side for all the students who are preparing for UPSC.
Ritika, I think the best possible strategy for each and every aspirant to have confidence in themselves, and we have to run race for ourselves. We need not to compare ourselves with anyone else. The day you start competing with yourself, you will succeed in life. Like Swami Vivekananda once said, if you are not seeing the person in the mirror at least for 5 minutes in a day, you are missing on something. And be confident inside yourself, and if you decided that you want to achieve, you will achieve. Like the word impossible itself says, I am possible, and you can do, and you will do. That is the thing. And best of luck to all the aspirants, and thank you so much for being patient and listening. And I will thank you, Ritika, you also for moderating the session, and Yadav sir for hosting this thing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rupesh. It had been really a learning experience for me and for all the aspirants. You've always been so inspirational for us, and keep on shining like this always. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.